Welcome back to Fear Not Outdoors. Your host, me, Alex. First of all, I want to apologize for the first video I posted. It was horrible. I guess my settings on the ISO on my camera was wrong. So let me give this another shot. I am doing my daily walk, 3 miles, my local trail in Chesterfield County, Virginia. It is very cloudy, but it's not raining. We've had really bad weather this past week. Just rain. Couldn't really get out in the morning most of the week. And this past weekend we were just, I was just too busy. So got up this morning, looked outside, saw it could probably rain any minute, but it was not raining at the time. So grabbed my backpack and went on a walk. So hopefully the video turns out a lot better with new settings I put on my camera. So let's see what we can do. Anything, weather permitting, I'll be outside walking in the morning. But I encourage you to get out. Especially you kids that are glued to your phones, TV. Get outside and enjoy it. Even if you walk around your own neighborhood, if it's safe. Like I said, I'm in Virginia. It's cloudy, muggy. So, and it's about 70, I would say 72, 74 degrees. It's probably around 6:30 in the morning. I'm a little late getting to it, but I also got to consider somewhat daylight. All right, so it's July 31st, and I am planning a weekend trip hiking. Let's see, hopefully towards the end of next month in August. More than welcome to come and join me. If you see this, I'll be in the George Washington National Forest. We'll check out some of the trails. We'll jump on the Appalachian Trail for a little while. There's a couple areas I like to film and show you. Okay, like I said before, George Washington National Forest. $4 a year, and you can camp anywhere in the George Washington National Forest. Beautiful place. Even the drive to get there, especially in October, when the leaves start to turn, it's beautiful. I take Route 60. What is that? Route 60 West. That takes me pretty much all the way into the mountains. Beautiful drive. So stick around and I'll make sure I shoot some videos of the drive getting there. My plan is I'm gonna try to leave work early on that Friday. That way I have enough daylight to get there. It does take me 2.5 hours to drive over there. But I'll show you the campsite that I picked out, and hopefully that should have enough daylight to film where I camp and setting up. So gear, let's talk a little bit about some gear. So if you're starting out, believe me, you don't have to run out and spend $500-600 on stuff that you don't need. First, get out there and walk, hike for the day, a few hours. Make sure this is something you're gonna enjoy. Now for starters, backpack. Get one. The only thing I can tell you, price range, you can find them pretty much anywhere. The Goodwill, thrift stores. Best place, flea market. You want something inexpensive, cheap, but functional to start off as a starter, beginner, or you're just looking for an extra pack. Craigslist, anywhere, any of these sites you're gonna use, hiking, camping gear, you know, do a little bit of research. So, like the little pack that I'm using here, brand new. Right now I'm just using it as a training pack. Would I use this in the mountains? Maybe for a weekend. It's comfortable. I only paid, I think it was like $12-13 for it, brand new. They were on sale at a Aldi's market. I think I bought 3. I bought 2 for me and bought 1 for my son. But inexpensive. Now I do have my regular hiking pack, especially when I go like on a week long. That's what I take. But this should not break the bank. There's so much stuff out there you can find at a reasonable, cheap, good condition, used price. So don't let money be a factor in trying to find what you need to get outdoors. Just do a little bit of research and you'll be surprised at what you can find. Even some of your friends and family might have stuff laying around that they're not interested in or don't need, don't want. Ask around. So, camping gear, I find a lot of stuff. I like old stuff, lanterns, stoves, pump style. I buy them and redo them. Coleman lanterns, really old style. Ooh, I could find one of them, maybe pay $4 or $5. Put a new pump kit in it, clean it up. They work great. I take those camping. Let's see. I'm just glad it's not raining. As you can see, it is very cloudy. Not a whole lot of sun out here. So hopefully I can adjust the brightness and so you can see this video. All right, so also let's take a look at some of this gear that I found. Like I said, this one I found at a thrift store. A little Coleman 44 stove. Saw it walking through there. It was on a rainy day. Me and my wife decided to go antiquing. Found these antique shops out there in the country, and we ran across a little thrift store that looked like it was overflowing with stuff even on the outside of the little store. So we decided to stop and take a look. It was basically a house transformed into a store, and it was jam packed full of stuff. I mean, housewares, kitchenware, I mean everything. But as I was walking through some of these rooms, I noticed one of the rooms had more of a, like, guy stuff in there, like, you know, tools and stuff, and something caught my eye. And that's when I saw this little small Coleman, I believe it was a Model 44 or 40, single burner, pump actions stove. So I picked it up, and it looked in fairly good condition. I figured I might have to maybe take it apart, take the valve out, clean it, and put it back together, put another pump seal kit on it. But as I picked it up, pumped it a couple times, and it had plenty of pressure. So looked at the price tag, and it said I believe it was $12.50. Sounds like, yep, you're coming home with me. So I brought this thing home, and as I set it on the table, I shook it. It had liquid in it. So I pumped it a few more times, hit it with my lighter, and boom, started right up. Works great. So there you have it. A nice little single burner stove, Coleman. Found it at a thrift store for $12.50, and it works. Eventually I will still take it apart, clean it really good. Don't know how old it is, so more than likely I will put another little pump kit to refresh everything. As long as it ain't raining.
That's right.
But you'd be surprised at what you can find if you're just willing to go out there and look. The only thing I can tell you, probably not to skimp on it, depending on the time of year, will be, I think, the best. I think the only piece of gear that I can actually really say don't really skimp out on is your sleeping bag. Where you're gonna sleep. I use a old military style or military mummy bag. Just pretty much all the time. It's bulky. I know I should get a lighter one, but I do go when it's cold. I like to be out there in the cold. Like I said, I go hunting, and most of the time around here, it's during hunting season, usually around anywhere in the teens to low 40s. So when I do go up to the mountains,